Alright, here's part 2. Still showing you that we're on hard difficulty, Ultimate Volt Hunter 5, and we're going to do this little drill site here just to show you how this is just badass. I guess real quick, refresh on the inventory here is we're going to use Hellwalker. This is my best Jacob's enhancement right now. This grenade doesn't matter, just has Deadeye on it. It does shock damage. I want to use that in case I want to use a scientist class mod where wherever I shock someone, it just spreads. It just helps a little bit with that. We don't have to use war paint. Matter of fact, what might be even better would be either triple bypass or the kill spring, because whenever you actually take down an enemy, these healing orbs will heal your health. If your health's full, it heal your shields. But if your shields are full, it gives you overshield, and we get bonuses from the overshield, so that works out very well. I might go for another one of these, something with a different passive here where this says splash damage. I would look for something else. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe a cooldown. I don't know. Because we don't necessarily need to use it all the time as long as we're getting kills. All the overkill damage is going to be healing us. So this one is good because it grants us like basically a full overshield once we use it. And then our next shot, 200%. And I just recently got one of these, and apparently these are pretty crazy on this build and other Harlowe builds. But I want to find one with Jacob's attachment on there, or part. And the main thing is this, and I'll come back to that. Still using this shield just for survivability. But this shield, this right here, I mean this class mod, this thing is crazy, and I'll show you why. Not only we get 3 bonus points here, where we do even more damage to those people who are entangled, which basically is going to be everybody we come in contact with, but we have a point here that when we irradiate an enemy, they get entangled and they shoot a radiation dart to someone else. That's just a cool little bonus. And this is a cool little bonus. If our shield ever does go down, we do damage to everybody that's entangled with radiation damage. And all that damage that is done gives us overshield. So we have really good survivability, especially when it comes to mobbing. But this skill, there's only 2 points here. You might only need 1 point here, especially with how many crits we're going to be doing. Because it says whenever we critically hit somebody, we daze them. Their movement speed and attack speed is changed. It's slowed down, right? They're slowed down by 20% for 7 seconds. And this is ridiculous just with 2 points here. Because these people, even when they jump in the air, it's everything slow motion. So you don't have to have a lot of movement speed with this build, because it's as if you are Quicksilver in one of the X-Men movies, where everybody's looking like they're going so slow, and you're just going around doing whatever you want to do because you dodge everything they're doing because you see their attacks before they're going to do them. It's actually kind of fun, and I'm going to show you that, and that's the main reason why I'm showing you this mobbing, because you probably know this is a good mobbing build because it's similar to some other builds out there, but they're not showing this skill. I have not seen anybody use this, and it's insane. You're going to see it right now. So let's do it. You see how they just kind of like froze there? Let's get a big boy over here. Let's find a badass. You see, it's starting to slow down. Somebody who can take a hit. Oh yeah, when we come one of these crystallized guys, this Torg sticky thing just wrecks them. Right? Easy, no problem there. You can still use the Hellwalker on them if you really want to. I'm not worried about my skill going down, because as long as there's some enemies, we'll get it back real quick. You see how he's going so slow when he's trying to do that? And when they're all in an area that's real close to each other, you get your actions go back really fast, but Not only that, you have everybody going in slow motion. Maybe I'll be able to show it here. Wait, where's Moxie's thing? There we go. Look at that. I'm going slow so you can see how slow they're going. Oh yeah, and the shield with the rockets that come off of it, they'll freeze people and kill them pretty instantaneously. Like, look how slow he's going. This person, I can just come over here and wait. They can't even shoot me because to them I'm going fast. Look at how slow he jumps up. Look at that. So the survivability is insane. I want to have a badass here so you could just watch it. There we go. Where you could actually get use out of a certain weapon here that I haven't used. The, this here, the zipper. You get 75% critical damage and damage when you hit people in the back. So if you're good with this weapon here, and you use this skill, look at this. I'm shooting this guy in the back. And normally I'd go a little bit faster, so I can keep the skill up or get it back faster, but I just wanted to show you that they can't do anything. Even this boss is going super slow. I feel weird that I just hit that crippled guy. I feel kind of bad about that one. But anyway, that's that. Another thing that just reminded me of something that helped out a lot when I was leveling and going through the game is a weapon like this, a Jacob's throwing knife that has singularity on it, and not only that, has 4 charges. So you basically constantly have a knife you could use. If you take this, let me just use this for an example, and say you got a bunch of enemies. So you say you got the badass there, and the badass is going to kick your ass. You throw down the knife, right? And when people are close, you try to help them all get bound up together. So you got all the people that are near, you throw these around, and you get them all together. So now you got a big clump of everybody, and they can't fight you because you constantly throw this down, and then you just blast away while they're spinning around in a circle. When they're trying to get back up, boom, boom, boom. And you see that I always have a knife or two that I can use. Because you don't even have to throw it as soon as it's done, because as soon as it's done, they all fall on the ground. Right, so you can sit here and wait a second, shooting them while they're trying to get up, and then when they get up, boom. It's just something to help you through leveling if you had trouble with that. That was something that, you know, helped me. But anyway, I don't see any legendaries over here. So this is this, that for that. Bossing. Good way to get money. As you can see here, I got a boatload. What I would recommend for Iridium is to do the bounties, especially those purple bounties where they're crystal people or crystal animals that you have to break the crystals off to get them. You'll get like 200, 300 Iridium for each one of those. That's where I got my Iridium. And use something with Torg. Like this thing just breaks the crystals and kills them. They're not even a problem. They used to be a bit of a problem because even using this, sometimes it's hard to make sure you're hitting all the crystals. If you can hit all the crystals really fast with this, you can melt them pretty easy. But that don't always work out that way, right? So Torg, it always works out that way. It does. The explosions hit all the crystals, problem solved, game over. So thank you for your time and attention. Don't forget, your time may be up right now. God forbid it is, but it could be. And Are you really ready for that? I mean, one of the things people don't really do, like we spend a lot of time preparing for this and decking out builds and stuff, which is all fun, but we never take the time to think about death and prepare to die, even though it could happen at any moment. We always think, oh yeah, somebody else, but not me. But it could be us anytime. I recently found out that in my life with what happened to uh, my wife. So you got to get ready for that kind of thing, man, or lady, you know. And if you haven't come to the cross to accept your judgment from God, so that you can be saved from not only the things you have said and done in your life that you can't take back and wash away, but you can be saved from who and what you are. Because we all desire to rebel against God. We desire to sin because it's fun. We're lying if we say it's not fun, right? We enjoy it. But God is willing to save us from all that if we would come to Him. So hopefully you do that. Thank you for watching this video all the way through and hearing this little message at the end. I appreciate your time and attention. I hope I helped you out with something here. I think it's a cool build. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So much fun where I'm just keep messing around, trying out new things. I want to try that Katagawa weapon. Maybe find for a better version of it. And yeah, take care. I'll catch you in the next one.